Oh, what? Sorry, I was taking a drink and I didn't know the timer was going on. Today, it's a new day, and this is part 22, I believe, of What If Deku has two quirks, plus one for all. We are in the student versus pro hero test to see if they will pass or fail to get to the forest, the training forest arc one. Until today, ooh boy, in today's video, we are gonna be talking about 3 teachers versus 3, 6, 9 students. Each of them are gonna be fighting 3 students. The first is Midnight versus Mineta, Sero, and Pony. Present Mike versus Kota, not Kota, the little kid in the forest that has a D. Kota is the one with a T, which, he can manipulate or talk to animals. Jiro and Kinoko. Kinoko. With the mushrooms. Shrooms. Vlad King. Juzo with softening. Sen with gyrate, and Togaru, I think that's how you say his name, Togaru, razor sharp. So let's get into it. Let's see, where were they at? Wacky Mountain, I believe it was called. So Midnight is in the middle of the arena in the Wacky Mountain stuff, or the Wacky Plain, I would say it. The same goes the same as the original. Sero is immediately asleep while shooting some of his tape onto Mineta's mouth and nose and basically shooting him away. But now in here, Pony is here, and we already know that Midnight's quirk works on guys instead of girls, so she's not really affected. And while Sero is on the ground, Mineta is a little farther away, and he's thinking of something. He is sad that, blah blah blah, well, I can't be by her, and the perverted side of him. But if I want to win this, I have to work as a team. So Pony is right now shooting her horn cannons at Midnight. She's dodging them easily. And then I would say Mineta throws some of his pop-off balls at Midnight. She dodges them and hides behind a rock. Now the 2 students come up with a plan. You can regrow your horns, right? Yep. And I guess horns grow back. I don't know if they do. I'm just gonna say they do in this, my own version. Maybe in the original or in the anime and manga, she can control her horns and attack them and they come back to her head. I don't know. I'm just gonna say they grow back. If they, just put that out there. So, how about this? I put some of my pop-offs onto your horns and you can shoot them, and if they hit Midnight, they can be stopped. Okay, let's try it. So, Midnight, what? Midnight pops out from behind the rock, and she has her whip. She's about to attack Mineta with it, and on my phone. She's about to attack Mineta with it, but then she gets attacked by the horn cannons. Oh, excuse me. She gets stuck, and she looks at it, and she noticed that Mineta's pop-offs are on her horns, and it's stuck to her now. Let's see. They attack her a couple of times until she can't move, and then they just arrest her. Put the handcuffs on her, and they win. And they just start slapping Sero, trying to wake him up. And he finally does wake up, and he says, "Did we win? Well, I won, and Pony won, but you didn't. But the team won, right?" Yes, the team did win. All right. This is gonna bite you in the ass later. Huh? What was that? Nothing. So basically, Mineta and Pony did say, "This is gonna bite you in the ass later." And Sero does say, like, "What? What do you mean, bite me in the ass?" Nothing. We didn't say anything. So that's the win. Next is Present Mike. He's at the exit of the plane. No, this is like a forest. There's lots of trees and stuff. So, let's see. In the original, he got scared of bugs. I think this is gonna happen the same, but since Kinoko is now here, and she has mushrooms, I'd say Kinoko and Kota's quirk will go together, having some horn mushrooms attached to the insects and the animals around Kota, going after Present Mike. And while all that's happening, Jiro is now nullifying the loudness of Present Mike's yelling. So she is attacking, well, not attacking, but attacking and defending. She is attacking Present Mike, but also defending Kota and Kinoko's ears, while they try to concentrate on basically converting insects with mushrooms and, attacking him from underground. Because sound doesn't really work that well underground, but if there's like a tunnel underground, it basically echoes. So I would say a lot more insects come up and attack Mr. Mike, and he faints and passes out. So basically, it's a win-win. Now we go into Vlad King. Vlad King is, well, we don't see him and the other students. So let's say, I guess we could put him in a building, for starters. Let's see, his quirk is with blood. Basically, he can harden his own blood to attack and detain other people, which also means he can probably defend himself pretty well with a blood shield or a blood sword or blood bullets or blood spike or anything. So, I was kind of thinking of maybe putting him near a beach area, like with sand. Because, let's see, blood versus sand. What's more thicker? Hardening sand or I don't know. Yeah, honey, let me pause and think about it. Alright, I'm back. So, I'm gonna put Vlad King in a sand dune area. Or a sand dune arena. So, Juzo and Sen are up front while Togaru is in the middle back. So it's 2 in front and 1 in back, just like with the Force team in the last part 21. So Vlad King, he starts running and he makes a blood hammer. And then with his other hand, he makes a blood shield. And so he's going a little knightish, but with a hammer. He starts attacking Sen, who has a gyration quirk. So basically, I believe when you touch something, you can move your hand very quickly and you can move through that material of mass. So he goes behind, or he jumps out of the way and touches the blood shield, which right now the blood shield is solid, but when he starts, gyrating it, it turns into liquid. And since Vlad King is a pro hero, he knows how to counter that and wraps his blood around his arm or Sen's arm and hardens it. It does scare him for a second, but he knows that he can, get out of this. But he's acting as a oh my god, I can't even think of the word. So he's distracting him. He's distracting Vlad. And Juzo, yeah, comes up with his softening quirk and softens the sand into, I guess, quicksand. I guess that's his new move. Now, quicksand! and when he's touching something, it can soften. So basically, sand is now not really mud, but quicksand, and he's basically Vlad King is basically like waist down, covered in sand. But then Sen gets away while Togaru is attacking the right hand with the hammer with his razor sharp razor sharp. So basically, I think he can grow razor sharp spikes out of him and start attacking. So he's distracting him while Sen is now gyrating the sand. So plus this does mean heat. So sand plus heat equals what? It equals glass. Because glass is made out of sand. Well, heat up sand. Heated up sand. God damn. So the sand is now becoming a solid, and it's becoming clear. And now, while he's being distracted, he can't really move no more. He can't move his legs because he is full, well, not fully, but half. His bottom half is covered in glass and a bit of sand too. And out of this, distraction, Juzo takes his Vlad King's left arm that is still covered in, that is kind of covered in glass, and trying to move away with the not hammer but the shield, the blood shield. He slaps on the cuffs, and that is the end of the round. And they all fall on the ground saying, "Oh my God, that was tough. Oh, thank God we had the land advantage, and I guess our quirks were pretty good. I mean, Togu, you were a good distraction, thank you. And for your softening quirk to be good in sand, and you got a new move if you're ever in the sand, quicksand. And then we have a combined power, or combined quirk combination, which is quicksand, and then I gyrate it into heat and make it into glass. Oh boy. Thank God we won, because I'm tired. So that's the win. And this is gonna be the end of the episode, or the end of the part. We have 3 W's in this part. The last part we got 2 W's and 1 loss. In this one we got 3 W's. In the next one we are gonna be covering Cement Toss versus Sugar Rush, Red Riot, and Juzo. Basically the Beast. 13, Ochako, Naval Laser, and Renako with Poltergeist. And then we got Eraserhead with Momo, Shoto, and Ibarra with Vines. Then we got Power Driver with Ida, Ojuo, I forget, and Bondo with Glue. ectoplasma with Sue, Black, and Big Fist, basically Kendo. Lunch Rush, Wen, Scales, Asu, not Win, but Weld, Yui, Size, Kosui, Salaneo, and then All Might versus Deku, Kachan, and Monoma with Copy. So, what's gonna happen in part 20? Hold on, let me write this down. 21, 22, 23. What is gonna happen in part 23 with Cementos, 13, and Eraserhead? Are they gonna be able to win or lose? Are the students gonna win or lose? Find out next time in part 23 of What If Deku Has 2 quirks plus 1 for all. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Later. Hell yeah.